Am I the asshole for being annoyed at my sister for using my electric toothbrush as a makeshift vibrator? I, 25, am living with my family ever since the pandemic. My sister, 27, who has autism, is frustrated that our parents don't let her get a vibrator. She then planned to use an electric toothbrush in lieu of a proper toy. She broke her own electric toothbrush long ago so hers doesn't vibrate, so she used mine instead. I got up at 3 a.m. to use the bathroom, and saw that my electric toothbrush was missing. In the morning, I saw stains on the handle of my electric toothbrush and asked her, and she confessed and apologized. I told her if hers is broken, that's her problem, not mine, and demanded she buy me a new electric toothbrush. I also told our parents, and they took away her Netflix and internet privileges for this weekend. Am I the asshole for feeling pissed that she took my electric toothbrush without my permission? Why or why not?
Not the asshole, she should buy you a new one. Also, despite being autistic, she should be able to have a vibrator. Why does she need permission? She's an adult with needs. Controlling parents. Not the asshole, she should buy you a new toothbrush and also buy herself a damn vibrator.
I mean, I think your parents are the assholes in this situation. Your sister is 27 with autism, but they won't let her have a vibrator? That has to be super frustrating for her to never be able to have sexual release. You're not the asshole for being annoyed at your sister and upset she took your toothbrush, you are an asshole for tattling to your parents. She should buy you a toothbrush and herself a proper vibrator, which is much safer than using other objects.
Not the asshole at all. Having autism isn't an excuse for being a dick to you. It is worse that she didn't even tell you, and hadn't you found out, you would be brushing your teeth with that toothbrush and she probably would have kept using it. Plus, she is not a child or a teen anymore, so she should take responsibilities for her actions and buy you a new one, and buy herself one. Also, not related to your question, but it is weird that your parents have control over her Netflix privileges at 27, even if she's autistic.
That's just gross. But why did you tell your parents? Clearly they are way too controlling about your sister if they don't allow an adult woman to have a vibrator. Autism or not, that's none of their business. So why did you rat her out?
You guys might be in the running for weirdest family ever.
Of course your sister shouldn't be using your toothbrush for anything. But why did you run to your parents to deal with it? Are you 7 years old? Your parents should have no say in whether a 27-year-old woman should have a vibrator. She definitely should. A cool, loving brother would have gotten his sister a new electric toothbrush, instead of tattling to his parents.
Clearly not the asshole. It's a personal hygiene product you're going to stick in your mouth. Why would you want someone else's privates on it? Now you know what to get your sister for her b-day, Christmas, whatever occasion you wanna give presents for.
Info, are you also autistic?
WTF. You're clearly not the asshole and not sure why you would think you would be the R. An option to stop something like this happening again would be to help her get a vibrator. She's old enough to have body autonomy and her sex life is none of your parents' business, providing she's exploring her sexuality in a safe and responsible way, which having her own vibrator would allow her to do. Most internet companies that sell them will send them out in unmarked and discreet packaging. If the parents' thing is an issue, then they just wouldn't need to know. Not the asshole, I'm annoyed and disgusted and this doesn't even involve me.
Damn bro, I get we're all horny in quarantine, but making up fake incest stories is just sad.
I going to say everyone sucks herano because of your feeling, but the action you chose to take. You sister is an A, obviously. And your parents are A's. But it seems like you and your sister should work on working together to take care of each other and get through this time of living with controlling parents. So in the future solve problems between you like adults. Maybe there are ways you two can support the each other in being treated like adults by your parents too.
She put your toothbrush in her pussy. Nothing else has to be said.
Why are you two still living with your parents? Move out, you are adults, stop letting your parents control you. I find these ages unbelievable. Why are your parents taking away privileges and having a say in what you buy?
Your parents are extremely over-controlling and likely abusive. At 27, she should have more sense than to borrow someone else's vibrator without asking, but she also should be able to get her own vibrator without needing a permission slip, and she shouldn't need parental permission to use the internet.
What your sister did was wrong, but I think there are way deeper issues here. Greater than my sister, 27, who has autism, is frustrated that our parents don't let her get a vibrator. Greater than I also told our parents, and they took away her Netflix and internet privileges for this weekend. Is your sister incapable of living by herself? Are your parents her caretakers? If your sister is disabled, that does not mean she stops being a sexual person. Your parents sound super controlling. Like I said, what your sister did was wrong, but it sounds like there is additional context here which makes what she did more the fault of your parents than her own. So I think no assholes here when it comes to you or your sister.
Not the asshole. Your sister was definitely wrong, but your parents are too controlling. Your sister is an adult and should have the freedom to satisfy her own needs as she wishes without ruining anybody's possessions. Also, just a side note, even if she was a teenager, I still think it's a stupid thing to stop your daughter from using a vibrator. It's not like it is going to have any negative effect. Your parents really need to calm down and think about their own life, and your sister has to buy you a new toothbrush, of course.
Not the asshole, but I'm wondering if you are a troll. Your responses to other commentators seem weird. At 25 and 27, why are you and your sister still living with your parents? Do you have jobs? And is there a door to the bathroom you share with your sister?
Do you really need people to tell you you're not the asshole in this situation?
Not the asshole. What she did is unsanitary and she shouldn't have done it with something that wasn't hers. But if there are any true AHs in this situation, it's your parents. Why should it matter if their 27-year-old daughters have vibrators?
Not the asshole, she doesn't wash it after using. That is disgusting.
Not the asshole. That's a massive boundary violation. Not the asshole, but WTF.
Not the asshole, but she's autistic, not a child. Talk to her parents to let her get a vibrator and try to stop them taking away basic privileges.
Not the asshole, don't use hygiene products of other people. There are vibrators that look like necklaces or lipstick if you need to sneak around your parents. I would highly recommend buying one. Real vibrators are easier clean than other household items that aren't meant for that.
If this isn't fake, then I honestly believe you have autism as well for even asking if you're ta.
You may not be the asshole, but having to ask this definitely means you're dumb as fuck.
Not the asshole. 1. It's your toothbrush. It's not that hygienic to borrow it, even for brushing teeth. 2. On top of that, she's using it as a vibrator. 3. Telling her to stop using your stuff is alright, especially in this situation where it has crossed the line. 4. Why are the parents so strict about what she does in the first place? Why isn't she allowed a vibrator? 5. Is she dependent on her parents? Can she be integrated into the society? You sound a little forgiving of your overbearing, ridiculous parents. You're not the asshole, but you and your sis need to pull your heads out of the sand, cut the leash and run out of that house. Sorry your sister messed up your toothbrush and your parents messed up your lives.
Wait, what? I think I just vomited in my mouth. Yep, bit of vomit. Not the asshole. Yeah, it's time for your parents to grow up and realize that women also get horny, and that sometimes the best thing is to stop controlling your kids' lives.
The short answer, no. No assholes here except your parents, of course. So gross that they control what your 27-year-old sister can and cannot do. I get that she has autism, but if she's figured out how to use a toothbrush as a vibrator, she's probably decently high-functioning, though I acknowledge that's an assumption of mine. You're right to ask for her to buy a new toothbrush. Ultimately, your parents need to let your sister take control of her own sexual desires.
Not the asshole.
First and foremost, your parents are the assholes for parenting adults. Secondly, obviously your sister shouldn't have used your toothbrush in her genitals. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole, that's just gross.
Not the asshole. But I hate to hear your sister is in the position where she is. Sounds like your parents are too controlling and you should help her get a vibrator.
I fucking howled reading this. This is hysterical. But also super gross. You are not the asshole, but you both need to move out ASAP so you can live adult lives, complete with adult toys. Mommy, Daddy, my sister masturbated with my toothbrush. Move out. You're an adult.
I'm so sick of all these blatantly fake posts. What your sister did was very gross and she definitely owes you a new toothbrush, but you're also an asshole for telling on her to your parents who are clearly overbearing and controlling. You're both adults, and your parents shouldn't dictate what you can and can't buy.
Not the asshole. This might be the most bizarre family dynamic I've come across in a while.
Not the asshole. I can't imagine a situation ever occurring to the entire of history of time where you would not be justified about being annoyed at someone for using your toothbrush as a sex toy. She, your sister, put an object that you used to clean your mouth on her genitals, gave herself an orgasm, and then put it back stained. This is literally one of the most disgusting things someone could do to another person. Not the asshole and WTF. This isn't normal for any circumstances. She should buy you a new one. Her parents did the best to take her Netflix. NTA. EU. BRUH. I don't even want to, nor need to, read the actual post for this one. The title is sufficient. Not the asshole. In fact, I'd demand the sister buy you all new electric toothbrush kit. That's whatever the opposite of hygienic is.
NTA. This is absolutely disgusting and I'm surprised you're not taking this more seriously.
Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. De ___de, not the asshole. Why the fuck would you ever think you're the asshole here?